behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Bash TV. Palm Bash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Bash TV, Tom again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up again in just a moment. But don't forget about that subscribe button and bell buttons below you there if you haven't already, and you're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section below there. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you check out the description part as well as the closing credits at the end of the show, you're going to find contact info. So we hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, we have Ritchy with us today. Another great artist. I think you're really going to love this guy. And we're going to get to that in a second, but first here's a quick word from the Caden Gordon Show, so don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, we have Ritchy with us today. Thanks for joining us, Ritchy.
My pleasure, Paul.
Yeah, no problem. So what's your story about how you got started in the music business? I mean, I'm sure you always wanted to be an artist since you were a kid. Maybe it goes deeper than that. But anyway, tell us about your story.
Yeah, it's a long time. I've been working on music since I was a kid, and started to take it a little more seriously towards the end of high school when I joined a band. And then afterwards, my first serious band, Nailheads, started to perform a lot of shows, first around Montreal and then around Canada, and then internationally in the US, Mexico, Belgium, France, Switzerland, Germany. So then, I've been doing my solo stuff too as Ritchy Nails, and most recently, Cap Noir, metal punk band. But yeah, so it's been an ongoing journey with the music since as far back as I can remember, and it's what I've always wanted to do.
Well, that's great. I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. Hopefully you'll have many more years ahead of you, Ritchy.
Thanks, Paul.
Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about your influences? Because I know you said you were kind of in a punk band. Maybe you have other influences that come to mind. Go ahead and give me a few of those. We'd love to hear.
Oh, for sure. I've got influences from all over, all the genres of music. So everything from Bob Marley and the Wailers to Motown, a lot of soul music from the 60s. Mm-hmm. I like the roots of rock and roll, early country, which used to be called hillbilly, folk music, the Carter Family, Hank Williams Sr., and even guys before them, like Blind Willie Johnson and some of the early blues artists, that gospel blues, and just so many, such a vast array of music is what I like. So, and of course, punk was kind of what I was listening to big time in high school, but I had listened to stuff before that, but that kind of made me pick up a guitar because of Dee Dee Ramone. I really liked his songwriting in the Ramones. I really liked the Misfits songwriting with Danzig. So it kind of made me say, hey, I could do this too. It's not just, big rock stars, and it seemed attainable once I heard punk.
Yeah, I mean, as you mentioned, we do all kinds of genres here on the show, and those are definitely some legends you mentioned. Why don't you tell us, everybody, where we can find your music? I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but maybe we want to find you on social media and the official website if you have one as well. So go ahead and tell us all about that.
Yeah, my solo work is on Ritchy Nails Official. So it's just facebook.com/Ritchy Nails Official. I am supposed to this year start getting more social media for my solo work. But as far as Nailheads goes, we have everything, like YouTube channel for my band, the Nailheads. We've been around like over 15 years. And so we have a YouTube channel, the Nailheads. Of course, Nailheads is written one word. Nailheads is combined, the Nailheads. And you can find us everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, all the social media. Cav Noir, my metal punk band, which recently this year we signed with Broken Curfew Records out in California. We just put our first full length album titled One on December 20th. That came out. So we're looking forward to just Cav Noir continuing this year in 2025. Also, Cav Noir can be found on all the various social media platforms as well. Cav Noir Band, you can type, and yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, check him out on all streaming platforms and all those social media sites he mentioned. And I know that he would really love you for that. And the song we're about to watch is called Toledo. I guess that's about the city in Ohio named Toledo. Maybe it goes deeper than that, but tell everybody about that.
Yeah, right on. Toledo, Ohio. I had a dream about it before I ever went there. So I was on a Greyhound bus going up to Chicago, Illinois, from Montreal. And as I was entering Toledo at like 4 a.m., I was watching something that I had premonition of in a dream, which was the skyline of Toledo at early in the morning. And I could see we were kind of on like an overpass, and I could see the roofs of the building with it was actually a red skyline, and sun was coming up, and the sky was literally red, and buildings were all dark silhouetted. And I had seen that in a dream previously. So I just had to write a song about it because it was kind of like, it was destiny, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it is a great song. And I know you guys are really going to love this song. And we're going to get to this in a second. But first, before we do, Ritchy, thank you so much for being on the show today. We enjoyed having you. And you're always welcome back again a second time if you have anything new to plug in the future.
Thanks, Paul Mash. I really appreciate what you do for all the bands and artists.
Well, I appreciate that. You made my day, Ritchy. So without further ado, here's Toledo by Ritchy Nails. It begins right now.
Took a Greyhound into Toledo, left without a dollar to my name, left everything behind except my six string, headed out for fortune and fame. I can see 1,000 rooftops as the bus rolls in at 4 a.m. I know I've been here before in a dream, and I ain't ever going back home again. Had me a girl across the border, we were supposed to someday settle down, and I would have done just about anything for her. Long story short, she's no longer around, and although tore up all the photos, her memory is still as clear as day. And although I only got tomorrow, some things you just can't wash away, can't wash away, wash it away. change of season. She left because I am insane, and I don't need 1,000 reasons, 'cause to me they're all one and the same. And I don't need 1,000 reasons, no. I don't wanna see your face, not again, no, not again, no, never again. And I'll go where I wanna go, and I'll see what I wanna see, and no one's gonna put a hold on me. And I'll go where I wanna go, breathe the air that I wanna breathe, and no one's gonna put a hold on me. Go where I wanna go, see what I wanna say, no one's gonna put a hold on me. Go where I wanna go, breathe the air that I wanna breathe, no one's gonna put a hold, and no one's gonna put a hold, no one's gonna put a hold on me. Caught a freight train out of Toledo, left without $1 to my name.